Hey y'all, it's me Fletch, back at it again with yet another story time. As you guys already know, because I'm the baddest. What? The baddest trans bitch on YouTube, and that is on period. So first and foremost, you guys, hey bitch, I'm back, and I'm back with yet another story time for you guys, girl. So if I am a little loony, a little loopy, my eyes a little low, girl, my voice a little low and soft and mellow, honey, I am cross-faded, bitch. The cross-fading is cross-fading, honey. I'm talking about all the directions of the compass, bitch. It's like 11:34, 34. So I'm gonna go ahead on and try and finish this story up before at least before 12, because I got somewhere to go in the morning. This story time takes place back in early 2019. I was a senior in high school, and I had recently moved back to Memphis from Horn Lake, Mississippi. Around this time, y'all, I was still my masculine self. I was not feminine at all. I didn't do my hair. I didn't do nails. I didn't wear tresses. I didn't wear makeup. I didn't do skirts. I didn't do shit. The only thing I did was be cute and work out. I lost my little weight, girl. I was just feeling like a badass bitch, right? I was just creating my account on Jack, literally not even a couple weeks ago. If y'all don't know what Jack is the same thing like Grindr, but the only difference is on Jack is more so gay oriented. Like, it's not so much of like the mixed crowd of like women, biological women, and DL men. It's DL men on there, but it's more so like a lot more gay people and like a lot of openly gay masculine men, a lot of openly gay feminine men, a lot of trans girls. It's not really as many DL people, but surprisingly, there are a few that kind of mix and mingle up on that app. And just so happened, one of these guys ended up texting moi. So for the sake of this story time, we're going to call this guy, I mean, I could call him his real name because y'all not going to know who he is. Ooh, but if I say something like that, then y'all probably might know who he is, won't y'all? Let's call him Ellis. Ellis ended up texting me, and he was like, hey, baby, you are so pretty. What's your name? Like, my name's Denise. Like, bitch, it's on the profile. Like, why are you asking that? Like, I didn't say that, but I'm just saying. I kind of wasn't drinking at the time, but I was smoking, and weed makes me horny. So, drinking does too, but weed makes me. So, I was just like, my is hard myself while texting him. So, I'm just like, you know what? I'm feeling spontaneous. I'm feeling funky, fresh, girl. I kind of want to see, like, what is it like to link up with a guy for the first time? This is before me and that boy, Jalen, before me and Jalen or Justin or whatever I called him, girl, before we did what we did. This is way before then. Y'all, why did I just realize that I just told the setting of this story completely wrong? This took place my junior year, bitch, because we had just moved back to Memphis my junior year. It is in 2018. It is not in 2019. Now, remember when I told y'all in my other story about that guy that had catfished me? I had said that I like to do this reverse psychology thing where if they say that I'm pretty or they like the way I look or they like my pictures, I would turn around and be like, oh, well, thank you so much, but I wish I could return the compliment, but I don't know what you look like, so I can't really tell you if you look good or not. And they would 9 times out of 10 send the pictures. They ended up sending me a picture of him. I was like, oh, okay, you're a little nice looking guy. You all right. Like, the picture that he sent me was like a head shoulder shot. It wasn't nothing like too exciting. So he had like these waves on his head. Like, he had like the little bowl cut. Not bowl cut, girl, but it's like when your sides are faded out, you just got the waves at the top. It's not the 360, girl. It's like the 150. He had like brown skin, kind of like caramel, like not my skin tone. A little bit brighter than me, actually, but tan, if that makes sense. Like, okay, that's like a cute little senior head photo. It's given what's supposed to happen gave, I guess. Like, go Bears, like, period. Y'all, at this time, I was working at Kroger's. Y'all. So, if y'all are from my old channel, y'all just don't know. Like, it's so many gaps that I'm filling in with this story. But anyway, he was like, where do you work at? I told him I was working at Kroger's. He asked me what time did I go in. I told him the time that I go in, my schedule, blah, 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 right? You probably shouldn't do that because, people could be crazy when to pop up at your job, girl. But I never told him exactly where I was working. Besides, like, Kroger's, but I didn't tell him, like, the location of where I was working. Okay. Are you free, like, at nighttime? I'm like, yeah, I'm free at night because I used to get off at, like, give or take 8 or 9. Sometimes I get off at closing, which is around, like, 10 or 11. But it kind of just depended on, like, what the store management needed. So I told him, like, depending on, like, what time I get off, We can probably see each other tonight. He was like, okay, cool. Why is this chair like rocking like this? Like, I know my ass is fat, but like, girl, like, I know she's happy, but relax, girl. Oh my God. Like, so on that day, we ended up not being able to link because they needed me to stay a little bit longer, at least until like 11:30. And my mama, she didn't come pick me up until like 12. So we ended up not linking that day. So I want to say some time goes on, time goes on, time goes on, right? And at this time, y'all, I had a taper fade. It was grown out and it was black. Remember this because a picture's going to pop up in a few minutes. So, you know, I was sitting in the house. I was bored. You know, I ended up getting his number. And we was texting back and forth throughout the day. You know, I was telling my female friends, like, hey, girl, like, I got this dude that I'm talking to, girl. He's really cute. We had never talked on the phone, like, not at all. Like, never, ever talked on the phone. I linked up with a couple of guys before him. I linked up with, like, 2 other people. And that was it. So I ended up texting him like, hey, you know, what are you doing today? He was like, nothing, you know, what time do you get out of school? I told him I get out of school at 2:15. So we used to get out of school at 2:15. And he was like, okay, so do you want to link around like 2:15, 3 o'clock? I was like, sure, that's fine with me. So time was rolling, girl. And he ended up texting me like, hey, you know, I'm finna be on the way. So I done went and I done jumped in the shower, girl. I done took myself a hot shower, girl, rubbed myself clean, got myself together, got myself real cute. Of course, y'all, you know, I wasn't douching because I was not having sex, so I didn't know what a douche was at that time. I just knew what condoms were. I done put my little curl in my hair, my little Bella cream. I done sprayed my hair with some water, put my little oil up in it, my little coconut oil by, who is it by? OGX, OGYX, something like that, girl. Put this on my hair, girl. My hair smelling real good. I just sprayed my little Axe on, honey. My dark temptation. Because, baby, I had plans for that man when he pulled up to my house. So I put on me this gray jacket. And I had on these black exercise sweatpants. Put the picture right here. So, girl, you know, I'm sitting there. I'm waiting on him, y'all. It's around like 5 o'clock at this point. I'm like, okay, look, I don't know what's going on, but I don't have time to be playing these games with you. Like, do you want to link up or no? So then he was like, yeah, I would like to link up. I'm like, okay, well then where are you at? Because it's taking you too long to get here. Like, mama, she going to be getting off in a couple more hours. Like, friend, I can't be out all night. You need to kind of hurry it up, bitch. Like, I got school the next day. Like, you need to come out with some pep in your step, friend. So then he kind of got a little attitude about that, but I didn't really give a fuck about that at all. Because it's like, bitch, you're infringing on my time. I'm not infringing on yours. You asked me. I did not ask you. He's floating on down the way. And I'm sitting in the house, girl. I'm bored. I done started turning on the TV. I started watching ridiculousness. At the time, y'all, I had a queen size bed. I had a big ass bed, y'all. So I'm laying on one side, girl. Rocket's laying on the other side. I done ordered me some little wings. So I'm eating my little all-star wings back when the all-star wings looked like Wing Guru wings. If you remember, then you remember. I'll put a picture right here. Back in 2018, all-star wings were not them itty-bitty ass party wings that are about like this fucking big and this tall. They were not that. They were like this big and this tall. Them bitches were huge. For a 10-piece, $13. Girl, Wing Guru for a 10-piece, $15. You try to get a 10-piece at Wing Guru now, girl, that shit's like $35 fucking $40, girl, for a 10-piece, bitch. Them wings better make me grow some, girl. I better fly in the sky. I better see Jesus in front of me. I'm sitting there, I'm eating my little wings one night, girl, and then I get a text like, hey, I'm outside. Now I'm kind of a little nervous, because mind you, the only thing I had seen of him was a headshot. I didn't know if this guy was heavy set. I didn't know what he was, and not that I'm fat shaming anybody. You know, I'm walking out there to the car, girl. I'm not gonna tell y'all what car he had, since bitches always think I'm being so fucking descriptive when I'm really not, because your ass wouldn't know who the fuck I'm talking about any damn way. Cause you don't live my life, girl. You ain't got my eyes, bitch. You don't even have my phone. Girl, I opened that car door. I look in there. Y'all, this man had to have been, give or take, 6'7". He was about 6'7". Slim. And I mean like stick skinny. Stick skinny. Girl, he had pretty straight teeth, and his voice, y'all, that man's voice. His voice sounded just like this. Like when he was talking to me, his voice sounded exactly like this. So in my phone, I put his name as Deep Voice Ellis because that's what stood him out of, you know, over everybody. He had a very beautiful deep voice. So girl, I get in, he's like, hey, what's up with you? I'm like, hey, what's up with you? It's like, it's good to see you finally. He was like, yeah, cut all that shit. Go and get your ass in the car, man. So I done got in the car, I done closed the door. We cracking jokes, we laughing, girl. We kind of smoked. Did we smoke together that day? I think we did smoke together that day. We probably didn't. We linked up again when I had dyed my hair like golden blonde. And y'all seen a picture of me like that before in here, I think. But I don't know. I don't remember. What I do remember is this. So I'm in a car, we're talking, we're having a good time, girl. I done start touching on his waves. He's talking to me. We cracking jokes together, girl. Like, we done went to the grocery store. We went to Kroger's, girl. The one off of Kirby. We went to Kroger's. And, girl, he got out the car. He said, you can get out? I'm like, what? He was like, you can get out. So I got out the car. And then we walking into the Kroger's together, girl. He getting some cheese, some cold cuts, and some bread, girl. Like, I want to say, and a lot of trans girls will not admit this, my life being a gay male was so much more fun than it is being a trans person. Because I could be out with a whole dude who y'all don't know is gay. I know is gay. I know that it's interested in me. I know it's DL, but it don't look like he's DL. It look like I'm just like a cousin or a friend or like probably a brother or something like that to him. And y'all wouldn't know a thing. Y'all wouldn't know a thing. Now, with my life, the life that I live now, and that I'm so out there publicly in the social media eye, girl, it's like everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows that I'm gay. Everybody knows that I'm trans. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that I make content. Everybody knows. So if you were to see me and see somebody else with me, you will automatically assume, oh yeah, they're having sex. Like, oh, I just hate that so much. I hate that so much. So then he was like, well, what are you into? What do you like to do? And I was like, well, it kind of just depends on, what the person is into. So he was like, okay, cool, well, could I get some head? I was like, yeah, I can get you some head, girl. So, we sitting there. We done parked at this area. I'm not going to tell y'all where it is because it's my little location. But we parked under this bridge over in an area that used to be a railroad track. That's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say on that. And girl, he done pull his pants down, honey. That man's dick was so big, y'all. I mean, I went to work in that man's car, girl. He had air conditioning up in there, girl. The air conditioner is blowing on my face. I'm slick like freezing to death, girl, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm giving this man all the life that he needs, girl. Like, my soul level is depleting while we're speaking. Like, honey, I'm just working this man out, girl. I got spit all in my nose, girl. It's all in my ears. It's done got in my hair. Girl, he liked to do this thing where he would like, you want me to, he would, he used to do this thing where, no, I ain't gonna say that. So I'm working in the background. He's like, can I spit on you? I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, you can spit on me, girl. So as I'm getting mad, when I girl, he's spitting on me, talking about something, you like this shit. I'm like, yes, daddy, I like this shit. He was like, you like something? I was like, I love sucking that thing. I love sucking that. Like, girl, I'm just literally in my mode. Like, that was the very first guy that had ever spat on me. That wasn't disrespectful. Because, I told him, if you spit on me, that's cool. But, don't put nothing in my eyes. Don't put it in my hair. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, he was like, cool. So, we were just having a grand-ass time, girl. He's shoving my head down on him and whatnot. And, y'all, this man, I don't know if he had, a high sex drive or if he had, a high level of stamina, whatever it is. That man, it's he could not for the life of him. Y'all, I have been sucking this man's dick around this time for about a good 2 hours and 30 minutes. And this man ain't busted a nut yet. I'm just like, what is going on? I don't understand. I know I'm doing a good job, girl. I'm doing the most. When I say the most, I'm doing the most. But it's this man is not giving in. Doing all these other types of tricks and whatnot, girl. I mean, I'm getting up. I'm doing backflips, girl, while it's in my mouth. And I done spun around. I done did a little 360 spin, a diamond standard maybe spin. Bitch, I done sat up here. I done did some jumping jacks. I did a whole workout video. And this man just did not knock. And I'm just like, I don't know if I need to step it up or what I'm doing. But I know for a fact I'm doing the damn thing. At this point, y'all, my jaws are hurting. My mouth is drying up. My back is sore. My neck is cramping. My hands are cramping, girl. I'm like, look, I tap out. I'm done. So then he busts out and started laughing, right? And I'm just like, what you laughing for? He's like, because you couldn't make me nut. I'm like, child, look, I can. I just was sucking for a whole 3.5 hours at this point. Bitch, I'm tired. I need a chance to, my jaws need to set back in place, bitch. I am done. I'm over it. take me home. Like, we could try again another time. When we pull up to, we over there, we chilling, we, you know, vibing in the car, you know, we got the windows rolled down, the wind's blowing on us. He like to smoke Newports. I fucking hated that. Like, I don't like people that, like, you smoke cigarettes, bitch? Are you serious? Girl, even, not Kentrell. What's that boy name that I called him? It started with a K. What's his name? Cameron? What was his name? Nah, bitch. Jameson, girl. Jameson ass smokes cigarettes, bitch. And I hate the smell of cigarettes, bitch. Like, I hate it. Girl, I can't believe I was at a point, me and my sister was having a conversation, and she was like, you crying over a nigga that smokes cigarettes, bitch? I'm like, girl, not you just ate me up. Girl, she ate me up, honey. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. Because I was crying over that nigga that smokes cigarettes, bitch. Because he had some good ass. And all right. So we driving. He was like, you want to suck my dick while I'm driving? I was like, sure. Why did I just blank out suck? But I didn't blank out. Girl, that was stupid. But he said, you want to give me while I'm driving? I was like, sure, girl. So, you know, I done got on my ones and twos, my threes and my fours, honey. And I just started working him out again. So I'm having a grand ass time girl in that car. You know, he got the windows rolled down. He grabbing my little booty, girl. Playing my little booty out, girl. Like, he just working me out. Like, we just having a grand time. Like, I'm having so much fun. So then we pull up to the house. It's around like nighttime now at this point. He was like, well, did you enjoy your time? I'm like, yes, I enjoyed my time. He was like, that's what's up. And I was like, well, you know, what you doing tomorrow? I got some shit to do tomorrow. You're not gonna be able to see me tomorrow. I said, well, when's the next time I can see you? He was like, you can come see me like, you know, any other day, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 right? So then I was ready to get out the car, and then he grabbed my thigh. So I turned around and I looked at him. He was like, I can't get no kiss. I was like, I didn't know you wanted one. He was like, yeah, give me a kiss. So then, girl, I went over there. I leaned over, and I gave this man a kiss, girl. That man's lips were so soft, y'all. And he was like a passionate kisser, like one of those real gentle kissers. Like, he wasn't the ones that be all, you know, trying to eat your damn face off, bitch. Like, no, he was not like that. Like, he wanted you to feel his tongue in your mouth, like, oh. Say time went on, and he ended up saying that he saw me at Walmart with his girlfriend. And I didn't know he had a girlfriend, but he told his girlfriend about me and him, or him and I, what we did. And the girlfriend was fine with it. She didn't care, but she ended up breaking up with him like sometime later on down the line anyway. And I want to say, like, we linked up again this year. And y'all, you know what? It's 27 minutes into the video. I may as well do a story time and a story time, right? So if you made it past how I met Ellis, this is going to be my first time trying an X pill. I hadn't seen him in a long time because I ended up losing contact with him. I want to say back in early 2021, we ended up not speaking anymore. Was it? No, it was over there. It was in 2020 after COVID. Like, we ended up not linking up no more. I ended up losing contact with him, and I did not like hear from him ever again. I didn't know what happened to him because old boy said he had been in jail before. He was in jail for like 8 years, and he was like a Memphis. What do they call him? I don't know if I should say that. Well, y'all ain't gonna know who I'm talking about, and I don't think they're gonna know who I'm talking about either. So that's what he said he was, and you know, I'm guessing like that was a gang or some shit, and you got caught the fuck up, girl. And the judge said, guilty, bitch, and sit your ass on down to the 2-on-1, no poplar, bitch. I ended up, like, being on Grindr. Around this time, y'all, I done started popping off, girl, getting myself real cute. I'm on TikTok now. I done went viral, like, 35 some odd times, girl. Like, I literally was just living my life during the COVID era. That's 2020, 2021. I was lit, bitch. I was everywhere on everybody's phone. At least I feel like I was. I ended up getting a text from this person on Grindr. And I'm like, hey, who is this? And he was like, you know who I am. I'm like, friend, I don't know who you are. Who is this? So then he sent me a picture of him, y'all. And I was so hyped. I was so hyped. Like, y'all, that was probably one of the first guys I had ever, like, wanted to actually date, like, be in a relationship with and date openly, because he was just, like, the perfect man. Like, at that time, y'all, I wanted me a masculine man. Mind you, around this time, I'm more feminine. I done transitioned. I done started wearing like my hair, my nails. You know, I done got myself real cute. You know, I started taking my hormones. So now I got boobs now, y'all. Like, my body's curved out. I'm like hourglass shapes. Like, honey, I literally looked like a whole different person. Like, even my face started changing. My voice was way higher. I see you done started transitioning. I was like, yeah, you know, because I was not happy with how I was looking. I didn't like myself at that time. I was like, this is irrelevant. Yeah. So he ended up seeing me on there, and he was like, I see you're trans now. I'm like, well, I was always trans. I just didn't know what trans was. And then over time, me learning about trans identities, trans, you know, the trans lifestyle, or, excuse me, the trans umbrella, I started knowing that this is who I am. This is me. So, you know, he was like, oh, well, you look really pretty. You look really, really good. I like the way you look. I'm like, well, thank you so much, friend. I haven't seen you in yesteryear. How the fuck have you been? So he's telling me about his life and whatnot, how he ended up, like, getting, ooh, should I say all that? I'm not going to say all that. He asked me, like, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, nothing, you know, I'm not at work today. I'm off today. Like, I'm just chilling at home, watching TV, eating my little cereal, girl, drinking my little water, rolling up my little blunts, girl, drinking my liquor, okay? You know, just trying to see, like, who I can link up with for a cute little hour, cute little 10, 15 minutes, girl. Because, I mean, I started having fine-ass men talking to me. Like, at first, the men were cute because they were DL. They were decent on Jax. But when I created me an account on BLK, okay, well, you know, would you mind coming to see me? I was like, no, I wouldn't mind coming to see you. Where do you stay at? He was like, where do I stay at? Yeah, where do you stay at? He was like, you must got a car now. I said, Anzu. Oh, shit, that's what's up when you get a car. Just about my little business and wonder how I got the car and, like, what happened and how life's been for me. Blah, 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 right? So then he was like, okay, well, you can pull up over here at my place. I was like, okay, cool. So he sent me the little address, girl. This is around, like, 12, going on 1 o'clock in the morning. And I had this, what style did I have at that time? Girl, what style did I have? Did I have those faux locks, y'all? I'm just asking y'all like y'all fucking know, bitch. I'm supposed to know. What did I have? I'm trying to think. I think I had some faux locks. No, bitch. I did not have faux locks. I don't know why I did that with my face, but no, bitch. I did not have faux locks. I had like this little blonde closure sew-in. The hair was actually really, really good. And I got some of their hair from Capelli hair on Amazon. Don't really fuck with Capelli like that no more because Capelli hair used to be very thick. Now it's just very thin. And I had got this closure from the beauty supply store. I created my own little blonde clip-ins because the hair was too thin. I had went to this party. Oh my gosh, I went to this party, I want to say a week before. I met with, what did I call that boy? Oh, y'all don't know about him yet. So I can't tell y'all that. Okay, this is when I had met this boy named, let's call him Cameron, okay, with a C. So this is when I met Cameron, y'all. And Cameron was from Chicago. This is the same person that I had, this threesome with y'all. And y'all, I'm gonna get there, okay? Just remember this. Plug this in and remember this. So I done rolled up over to his house, had my little wig on, not wig, girl. I had my little sew-in my head, my little black scarf on. I had on this black shirt that said Savage on it, and then I had on like my little athletic shorts. So girl walks on over there, you know, I'm feeling real cute, feeling real sassy, whatever the case may be. And these apartments were actually down the street from my house. Like they weren't too far, but they weren't far enough. So they were over there off of a street. Not gonna tell y'all where. I know you thought I was, bitch, I'm not. So yeah. Up over there, they look a little scary at nighttime. So I'm like, which door is it? So he's like telling me where to go. He's gonna call me. But I was like, you know, I look up, boom, there he is. So I walk on up the stairs, girl, you know, we talking, we parlaying, we cracking jokes, whatever the case may be. He's like, how you been? He even gave me a strong ass hug. And mind y'all, that man is tall as fuck. So he had to lean down to give me a hug. Around this time as well, y'all, he had gained some weight. He didn't look bad. He looked good with the weight on him. He didn't look bad at all. So he looked very good. And he had like this little beard with the little gray pieces in it. Girl, like that man, he done aged. But he aged and he looked phenomenal, y'all. He still looked really, really good. Voice still the same, honey. Still smell good. All that. Nails still manicured. Just all that. Still smoking Newports too, bitch. But, you know, he still was the same guy that I was interested in 3.5, 4 years ago. You know, we walked around the corner to his room. We're talking, we chatting, whatever the case may be. He was like, hey, do you drink? I'm like, yes, I do drink, bitch. Like, what do you mean, do I drink? So he was like, yeah, I got this passion fruit New Amsterdam. And I was like, oh, this is my first time trying this. He's like, well, pour you a shot. And then he said, I also got you a Calypso if you need to chase that. Girl, I'm a grown bitch. I don't chase shots. We play like that. Like, I don't be like that with everybody else. Me and we play like that. I done got my little shot. of that passion fruit, New Amsterdam. Honey, we have been friends ever since. Good girl, I'm drunk, girl, I'm feeling it. We vibing, girl. We started watching TV. He's smoking his nasty ass Newports, bitch. So then he's like, well, what you want to do? I'm like, well, what are you in the mood for? Because I mean, I'm kind of ready to see what y'all feel like. Because I mean, this was so thick and strong and like pretty and brown, y'all. Like, it was just so gorgeous. Give me like 3 more shots of that peach passion fruit, whatever the fuck I just called it, New Amsterdam, y'all. I can't think straight right now. Because I'm gay. Happy Pride Month, by the way, bitch. So he was like, hey, have you ever tried X pills before? I was like, no, I've never tried them before. Like, what do they do? Are they gonna kill me? He was like, no, they're not gonna kill you. Like, they like boost your your sex drive up. I was like, oh, okay, cool, So I was like, well, let me try one. He was like, okay. He said, what you're supposed to do is just like let it dissolve under your tongue. Like, you don't swallow, you just let it dissolve. I was like, okay, that's what's up. Cool, we can do that. So we opened up a little bag, and we opened up his little bag, girl. He had like 5, 10 little pills in there, girl. So he gave me my little X pill, girl. He had his, and I'm like, I'm kind of scared. Like, should I bite it in half? He was like, do whatever the fuck you need to do, friend. So I bit the little pill in half, girl. That shit tasted so fucking nasty. Like, it tasted like an ibuprofen. No. What are the white ones called? A fucking aspirin. Like, it tasted like a damn aspirin. Like, y'all know how certain aspirins have like this little bitter, powdery earwax flavor. That's what the fuck it tasted like. I'm like, what type of, you do this shit on a regular, bitch? I wanted to throw up. So I done took my little liquor and my Calypso, mixed it together, and I done took me a little swig, girl, and I done swallowed a little X pill, girl. So I'm sitting there, we talking and stuff like that, then he started rubbing on me, then I started rubbing on him, girl, then I see his dick hard and whatnot, honey. He had his little socks on, girl. And for me, like, a kink of mine is like a guy with black socks, big feet and black socks. Like, that'll turn me on. I don't know why, but big feet, black socks, black underwear, black anything. Clothing wise, in the bedroom, I feel like black is such a sexy color. Like, I just really feel like black is such a sexy color, especially on a man. Oh, it just screams like me. Daddy better make me jump. And then he's like, gonna take a quick minute for it to kick in. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for this thing to kick in, and like, nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. I'm like, okay, so is it me? Is it the pill? Like, what is it? Mind you, this man, he done got himself up, girl. Like, he is stiffer than a ooh. Like, girl, he is commanding attention, baby. Like, he is definitely on that. And I'm just sitting there on flat. Like, I'm just not understanding, like, what the hell is going on. Like, I'm just not, it's not giving. It's not giving. So he's like, come over here. So I go over there, girl. You know what I do, honey. I start working this man out, girl. And I'd always wanted to eat his ass. Because y'all know I love an ass in my face. A girl or a boy. Like, I love ass, period. So then he turned on over, girl. His booty was so big. Like, to be like a slender guy and to be like thicker a little bit, his ass was so fat, girl. So, I just started eating his ass, girl. Like, I'm sucking this dick from the back, honey. Like, I'm just working this man out. So I'm like, look, I'm ready when you are. He was like, okay, go ahead on and turn over, girl. So I done turned over real quick, got a doggy style. So, girl, I grabbed a condom for him because, bitch, I don't play that. And I had this good-ass lube. I think I had KY with me. Did I have KY? No, I was using Calisthenics. I used the water base. It has like a black top on it. I don't use it no more. Hold on, let me stop this. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully my audio sounds good. I don't use the calisthenics anymore because I don't know if they changed the ingredient up in there or what it is, but it's like when I use it now, it burns my friend back there, and I'm like, girl, I don't know what the fuck this shit's about, but now I stick to KY. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. So, girl, like, I done handed him my lube when I, girl, he done squeezed it out, girl, put it on himself, girl, and I just hearing it lathering up. So, girl, I'm sitting there, baby, ass arched to the moon, because when I tell y'all I was ready to see what this man's was like. So, girl, he slid it on up in me and stuff like that, girl. I done took it out, put it back in, took it out, put it back in. Because, I have to break myself in because I'm not no loose booty ass bitch, Ain't nobody always running up in this. Girl, if you don't get the hell away from me. I'm not no loose goose, honey. I'm a tight Tammy. So, you got to work this shit into this tranny. Ah! Got into me, girl. Then he finally gets it all the way in. It's like, you could feel it going in, honey. And I mean, like, while it's sliding in, I had to just keep taking in breath. It's just, and then I just tell him to hold it, don't move. And girl, here come the strokes. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Oh, yeah, beating my back end. Hey, she beating my back end. What? He's beating my back end. Demolishing my intestines. Like, his dick was so big I could feel it in my pelvis, bitch. Like, I mean, I'm just hearing macaroni in a pot that's not wet. Thinking, wop, wop, wop. Oh, well, mind you, while he's doing that, girl, he's a little older. So, you know, the ex feels doing this thing. You know, he's handling me. I'm having a good time. But, like, to be quite frank with y'all, like, at that time, I was having sex with Chris and I was having sex with Jameson. So, Jameson was the one who had the best. Chris, not so much. If you ever watched this, you didn't have the... I'm sorry. I already know what good is supposed to feel like. The fact of the matter that you're doing this, you're beating my back, you know, I may have like an occasional little toot, occasional little cream or something like that, girl, but I'm not feeling that feeling of like, you know, when somebody's really like digging in you, girl, and it's like your body is trying to like push him back out, and you just comment on his dick, girl, and you kind of like trying to run from it, but you're not running from it because he's like pulling you back. Like, it wasn't giving like domination. It was just giving like fucking, like, it wasn't giving domination. Like, I didn't feel like I was being dominated. Like, I feel like I was still being dominant in a submissive position. I want to say we were fucking for at least about a good 5 or 6 minutes. He's like, where do you want me to nut? What do you mean? Not yet. Like, girl, not now. Slow down. Take a breath. Do you need a break? Kablooey, bitch. She done nutted inside the condom. And I'm just like, it wasn't even that long. Like, you was doing your thing for the first 5 or 6 minutes, babe. It only been 10. You didn't even make it past the hour mark, the 30-minute mark, the 15-minute mark. You already ready? Girl, I was devastated. I was just like, okay. At that point, I was drunk. I was ready to go. So it was like a little big, small amount of the alcohol left, the New Amsterdam. Girl, I just took the last little bit of that shot, girl. Took my little Calypso, got my little purse, girl. And I walked on out the house. Of course, you know, I said bye, whatever. Gave him a hug, went on about my way, went to the car. Handled my business, left. So that was honestly the last time that I had ever seen him or spoke to him. I had recently texted his number this year and he never responded. Nothing. Like, the messages even turned green on my iPhone when I texted his number. Turned green on here. I tried to call. Instantly hangs up. Like, I don't know where he is. I don't know what's happening. I just don't know. He has not spoken to me on Jack again. He's not coming into contact with me again on Grindr. Like, nothing. It's like his whole entire existence was like erased. It was like wiped out of the hard drive of the internet. Period. That famous soul sums up this story time. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sorry the story time was so long, but I mean, like, I mentally did a 2-for-1 combo because, I mean, the story time was kind of short the first time when I first met him. So why not add this in just to go on and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, boo? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for videos like this one. And if you guys love my gorgeous natural face, I'll catch you guys in the next one because Baddies just got produced. I just see the email right here. Baddies just got published. A new episode of Baddies just got posted. So yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later on. Peace, love, and dildos. Y'all, let me stop stealing folks shit for the like copyright claim. I just got back home, right? Because I was stranded in Arkansas.